You guessed it, it's that time of the year. And boy, do we got some exciting stuff to show you. Check out this new product from Magic Eagle. We'll let the pictures do the rest of the talking. So stay tuned to hear about this awesome product and some awesome pictures at the end. Howdy guys, look at this pretty cool camera we just got from Magic Eagle. It is EagleCam 5. You guys know I'm pretty serious about deer hunting, and they found out I was pretty serious about deer hunting, and they sent me this camera to try out. Let's check this thing out. It's got a solar panel. All right, some cool facts about this thing. 2-year warranty, cellular trail camera, solar panel, 32 gigabyte SD card included. No SIM card needed. Works right out of the box. Cellular trail camera with a solar panel. Tell me that ain't cool. Here's where you get into the nitty gritty. You can be in bed, you know where this thing's at, you can GPS locate it, and you can get pictures sent to you. Also get weather on their app, species recognition, weather information, interactive map, live view. Download and log in the Magic Eagle app. We're gonna do that, we're gonna download it, but first we're gonna open up the box. The features listed: SignalSync Tech anti-theft system, ultra long battery life, which everybody likes that. Temperature and humidity sensor, so you can know what the weather is right at your hunting spot. Super fast 0.03 second trigger speed. That is lightning. Not that you necessarily need it, but if you want to see even a clip of that antler as that deer pops in, it'll come on. Instant motion alerts. That gives you detail about the solar panel, 1.8, 5 watt power. Thing will rotate 360 degrees, tilt 180, pretty nice. Cellular trail camera, here's your information there. That's what we're wanting to see, something like that. Heck yeah. Packaging on this thing is really, really nice. Really, really nice. We'll go ahead and pull this out. Get the strap. Cameras in foam. Yeah, very well packaged. They don't want to get tore up in shipping. And probably one of these straps is probably going to be for the solar panel too, I'm guessing. Let's see, some brackets. That's going to be for the panel. And there's the panel itself. Nice stuff, very well packaged. This thing out of that block of foam, and it was on there tight. We'll go ahead and put the antenna on it. Lens, the motion lens and that lens, they come with these little pieces over top of them. You want to be sure and peel those off. Pretty neat when you look in the end of it. Nice little plug there if you weren't going to use the solar charger, but we're going to use it since they sent it to us. And it looks pretty stout in there. It don't look like moisture is going to get in there even with it plugged in. What I found is all this stuff self-explanatory. Put that together, get your strap in it, or you could just bolt to a tree, but I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it, the panel yet. But there's certain things you got to know. Here's a little piece here. The pin sticks in, goes in this little hole right there, the little red looking hole right there in the end. You got to stick that fork up in there to activate it, and then you can turn the power on. Quick start guide is exactly that. It's quick start. It's easy to understand. I have read this thing in Spanish. I've already read it in English and Spanish. I was sitting on the toilet. All right, and here's the spot. Some of y'all watched me shoot a deer here last year on a live stream. Had a blind over in there. Our camera goes in this tree right here. And our blind is back in there. And I have a tree stand over here in this beech tree. Well hidden, even in the season. There's so many branches, it hides really well. We were kind of concerned because around us, not necessarily real close, but within a county, we've heard about CWD being around. And usually all this right here would be nice and green, but it's all browsed down. They have browsed this down. So there's definitely some deer activity around here. And then we have this mineral lick site. And you can tell that's some pretty fresh scratching right there. So this was just the normal, putting the straps through the camera, and the solar panel was the same thing. And then try to hide the straps as best you can. But had to get that thing set up to where you would get sunlight. And it was still pretty green at the point in time when I put this up. So we don't know how good it's going to do, and I may have to move it around and do some adjustments. Okay, now we need this little thing to give it some power. So that thing goes up in a little hole right there. And it started flashing blue and squeaking.
Connecting to the network, please wait.
Heck yeah, it's talking to me. How about that? Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is pair my phone to it. There's a learning curve, but the app was super duper simple, even like an old fuddy-dud like me. You got to scan that back QR code though once you're in the app and getting this thing to go on, so I had to loosen it back up, and it already gave me a picture of my feet. Okay, so I got the camera hooked up. I mean, this thing was super simple. The app, you held the button, there's a button up in there too, and it was just unbelievably easy. I've always avoided these things because I thought they were way too complicated for me. Heck yeah, you heard that? Connection succeeded. It let me know that the solar panel was hooked up. Anyway, everything's going. Other than I don't want it talking to the deer. I'm wondering about that. If it will say, hey, connection. If it's going to do it, I want it to do it in a British accent. You know, the deer come up. You're used to hearing us rednecks, you know. At least if this thing's going to talk, it's, hello, would you like a cup of tea? My first pics were of a fat redheaded stepchild. Anyway, check out some of these cool videos and pictures that we were able to capture. And the app, I gotta tell you, the app was just absolutely wonderful to use. It's very easy to use. It alerts you to every time there's something going on up there. If there's raccoons, it might say an event has occurred. If there's deer, it'll say a white-tailed deer has showed up. Let's see what he's doing. And it'll even tell you if there's humans in the area. And besides all that, the app gives you all the other options and features such as the weather that was shown. And you can also see where the camera is and where you are, GPS location recorded on there. And check that big boy out. He's a pretty nice looking high rack buck. Come back when you can stay later, you smuck.